How to set up fixed asset tracking using PastTrack RFID software. PastTrack provides an excellent way to keep track of fixed assets, including their location and maintenance records. With its built-in logging, notes, file attachments, and ability to set locations, you can easily keep comprehensive records and histories of all your individual fixed assets. To set up fixed assets for tracking, you first have to set up a special fixed asset item in the regular item list. You can see here I've already set up 2 fixed asset accounts in the item list, but we're going to set up a third one. So to do that, select Item and New. Then choose Inventory Part, because that's a kind of asset which can be tracked with RFID. To make it a fixed asset account, I'm going to come down to the Asset account at the bottom of the form, and I'm going to select a fixed asset type. In this case, we're going to click on the Equipment account. Then under the Cost of Goods Sold account, I'm going to change that from a regular Cost of Goods Sold account to Other Income and Expense. And I'm going to do the same thing to the Sales account. That's so that when you sell the asset, any proceeds will be booked as an extraordinary item instead of against your regular Cost of Goods Sold. See, once you have set up the accounts, we have to give it a name, Equipment, and I'm going to set it to be a sub-account of fixed assets. Then I'm going to say OK. Now that we have the item for fixed assets set up in the item list, we need to go into PastTrack. So select Company and PastTrack Inventory Management, and then bring up the PastTrack item list, select Lists and Item List, and go to this new account for Equipment. I'm going to double click on it, and then select Track Individuals and OK. So now you can see that it's got the little tag icon beside it. So to actually track some equipment, first I'm going to import it. Now I'm choosing import because these are fixed assets that are already in the QuickBooks account. If I was purchasing new ones, I'd use the item receipt form. For item, let's go down and choose this fixed asset equipment account, and then put the tag on the pieces of equipment and scan them. So I scanned the first piece of equipment, and I'm going to go over here and expand the tracked panel and enter in a serial number, machine 1. And if I wanted to scan another piece of equipment, I'll go ahead and scan that and enter in its serial number as machine 2, and then hit Save and Close. So now that we have the pieces of equipment in the system, I'm going to bring up the individuals list, and I'm going to search for them. So let's look for the pieces of equipment we just added. I'm going to select one, and I'm going to look at its status. Now you can see the status here. You have various things we can do. I'm going to look at the history. History is pretty short at the moment. We imported it and we assigned it a serial number. I'm going to add a new note saying inspection passed. And then I'm going to select it again. This time I'm right-clicking, and I'm going to manually assign its location. And I'm going to say that we're adding it to the production floor. So you can see how using PastTrack you can create a comprehensive system for tracking your fixed assets.